Hello, everyone. It's me, Bobby D. And yes, it is time for me to do a critique. Cubbage Critiques is sponsored by Vibrant Souls Health and Wellness. You can find them on Instagram or you could email them at vibrantsouls@gmail.com. Well, I know we've been kind of slow on getting out those critiques from New York from our New York trip last year. But there's been so many other things that we have been critiquing that, I don't know, all of the other things that we have been doing kind of just jumped on us and we just started critiquing those things just right away. So I do apologize for that. But I did want to critique something today from that New York trip last year. Now, we tried lots of different foods, a few different restaurants, a couple of rooftop restaurants, and a couple of different experiences. And what I did want to tell you about today was a rooftop experience called the Skylark. And this is what's funny. We were at a restaurant, The View, which we also have critiqued, so you could check that out within our shorts somewhere. There's so much going on. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. But The View was an amazing restaurant, and it was also our first night ever in New York City. Ever, ever, ever. So there was so much going on, so much running around. It was wet and rainy and all that. And we were with friends, and we made this reservation to the Skylark as well. So we had to make a reservation, obviously, months in advance for the View revolving restaurant. But we also made reservations for the Skylark rooftop. Now, the Skylark, of course, is more than just a bar, fantastic views. The view was amazing, but they also have food, of course. I guess that makes sense if it's a place serving drinks. Obviously, yes, you should have some type of food. But what was interesting is that our friends were basically like, "Oh, I'm tired. I don't know." But and I said, "Okay, well, should I then cancel the reservation?" Yeah, we should. Yeah, let's cancel. But then when I canceled the reservation, then all of a sudden, oh, well, I feel like walking around. So we walked to the Skylark to see if we could at least get in. Now, the unfortunate thing about that is that even though we had a reservation, which I absolutely understand the people who work there, understand their dilemma, even though we had a reservation, the operative word is had, because it's New York City, people are, booking things online constantly, constantly, constantly. So our reservation for four, when we canceled it, boom, it gets knocked out. And the next four people who were on the waiting list, right? Of course, they have waiting lists out the wazoo in New York City. So if you are planning to go to New York City, especially, and you make a reservation, stick to the reservation because you will get bumped because there's so many people on these wait lists. You could lose your spot just like that. So that's what happened to us. We lost our spot, but of course they said, well, if you guys want to try to find a spot to, just kind of hang out or sit in, you could grab some drinks, you could grab something to eat. Well, we were already stuffed and, just full from the view. So unfortunately, for them, we weren't going to be able to spend any money, but we did go and we did check out the views. The views there are incredible. You can see just it. Well, when we went, it was at night and it was actually after 10 o'clock. The view was amazing. It was over the Memorial Day weekend last year, and it was incredible. Um, so if you ever have the opportunity to, or if you have been to New York City before and have been to the Skylark rooftop, um, please put it down in the comments. Or if you do decide to go, I do suggest that you um, check it out. Check it out. It is definitely worth checking it out. I'm sure that uh, if you do drink or you fancy a cocktail or two, I'm sure wherever you may be from, I'm sure that their prices are comparable. They had some very interesting items on the menu. Honestly, right here while you're on YouTube watching me, as soon as I'm finished, I want you to type in the Skylark and all kinds of things will come up and they'll tell you all kinds of shorts, videos, all kinds of interesting things. If you are planning to go to New York, make sure you check it out. Okay? Make sure you check it out. It is spectacular. Okay? Thank you so much for joining me today. Make sure you check us out tomorrow, right? Check us out tomorrow live. No, today's Thursday. Ah, make sure you check us out the next day on Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern live right here on our YouTube channel, the CCI Radio Show. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have an amazing Thursday, and I will see you again really, really soon. Bye.